Welcome to Heidi's Family Kitchen. Today we are making another family favorite, beef satay with spicy peanut sauce. Everybody loves this one and it's very easy. We're going to do it on the barbecue and I'm going to show you how it's going to go. So the first thing you have to do, we're starting with a 2-pound flank steak, and this is the beauty here. And the first thing we're going to do is just cut it in half lengthwise. And then we're going to put it in the freezer. So you can see how, hard that would be to get nice thin slices. It's pretty, soft. So we just slice it down the middle and then we're going to pop it in the freezer. So now we're going to make the marinade, and I have a couple things to chop here for the marinade, and I'll start with the cilantro. So if you don't like cilantro, please leave it out and add parsley if you prefer. Personally feel that cilantro is pretty important to this recipe, but you can certainly do it without. So you want to have about 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro. And you can use some stems, they're very flavorful, especially in a marinade, okay? So, chop cilantro. We've got 4 little scallions here we're gonna chop. And these have been washed. Just take the ends off and you're gonna add the green and the whites in here. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just for the marinade. There's the green onions or scallions. And we want some garlic in there. Get that peeled. And then the remaining ingredients are fish sauce, calls for 1/4 cup. We have 1/4 or 1/3 cup, it'll be in the description in the video, of oil. So this again is grapeseed oil. And we have 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I have dark brown sugar here. Just has a little more of that molasses flavor and it really helps the meat get nice and caramelized when it's on the grill. And sriracha, that's where you get the heat. So this is a chili paste with a lot of heat. Calls for 2 tablespoons, and I use 2 tablespoons because I like it spicy. So give that a stir, and then when the meat is been slightly frozen, we're going to slice it up, throw the meat in here for about an hour. So the meat's been in the freezer about 20 minutes, and this piece, it seems firm enough. So you can see, it's not frozen, but it's just got some firmness to it, which makes it so much easier to cut. So we want to slice them pretty thin, and with a flank steak you're always cutting against the grain. So I cut with the grain to cut it in half, but against the grain, and that's what makes it nice and tender. So we're just going to do nice thin slices, and see that just, oh, look how nice and easy that is. And so these are going to be threaded onto a skewer. So we're just going to throw those right into the, so you're cutting them about, less than maybe 1/4 inch. I'm going to just cut all of these, and then that will sit in the fridge for no more than an hour. So I'm almost finished the second half of the meat, and so once we get it all added in, there's the last, so we're going to add it all in and we're going to give it a good stir. That's how it looks. And I'm going to cover that with saran and put it in the fridge for no more than an hour. So you're going to take it out of the fridge and then we're going to put it on skewers, and I'll show you how you do that. So the meat was marinating for an hour. I've got it out of the fridge and we're going to skewer it up now. So I'll show you how you want to put these on a skewer. So I prefer metal skewers. If you only have wooden ones, make sure you soak them, and I suggest if you use wooden ones, make a little foil shield, put that on the barbecue, and then lay the ends of the skewers on the foil shield. Just save them from burning, but if possible, use metal, they're way better. So you're just going to thread the meat onto the skewer like this, and I load it up with 2 or 3 pieces, or 4 depending. That's the beauty of a bigger one. With a wooden skewer, you're probably going to be using like 40 skewers. So you want it to look about like that. Okay, so we're going to put them on a tray. So I'm going to do that with all this meat, and then we'll put them out on the grill. Okay, so I'm down to the last couple of pieces of meat, and I just want to point out a couple things. Don't worry if there's little bits that are hanging loose. They'll just burn off, or, you know, whatever. It's not a problem. The meat becomes pretty soft in the marinade, but it'll be fine. So what we're going to do is get the barbecue. We're cooking this on a big green egg. It'll be done on pretty high heat, so you want to put it on your barbecue on around 450 or so, 4 to 450, so a high heat. And they don't take very long, about 5 minutes. And but every barbecue is different, so don't worry. Just, you know, experiment a little bit around 400. Stay and watch them. Turn them once, and they're going to come out nice and delicious. And I'm going to show you what it looks like on the barbecue in a minute when we get it all set up. So we're outside at the Big Green Egg, and we're putting the skewers on to cook probably about 5 minutes total, so 2.5 minutes aside. Okay, so those beef satays are all done. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time at Heidi's Family Kitchen.